So when will you have enough money to keep your children at home? This is ludicrous.
All my cash is going out the window.
It's very disheartening.
It is a sucky life for your dogs. It is a sucky life for your child. And it's a sucky life for you. Your finances suck too.
Money, 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 money.
I'm Paula, I'm 34 years old, and I'm a sales manager for the hotel industry.
I'm Jermaine, I'm 34 years old, and I'm an elevator mechanic. Us together, we do make a good income for two people. We should be better off than what we are.
I didn't see myself here at 34. I definitely thought we'd have a house already.
Bling, China, let's go. Everybody out.
I absolutely hate my kitchen. It is the size of a closet.
No, this is not my dream place.
It's a nightmare as opposed to a dream.
Oh, kill me now.
We, because of my kitchen, do eat out a lot.
Damn.
Our big ticket items are all on credit cards.
My special radio that I paid $700 for just cost just as much as her $500 Gucci purse that she bought in New York.
Even though sometimes we know that our money situation is tight, Jermaine and I will still try and reward ourselves.
She has little tricks now where she puts it in the closet and she just wears it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later.
Does it come with any matching pieces?
We have 2 huge dogs that we love dearly. I would say we probably spend a good couple $100s a month on our dogs, for sure. Jermaine and I sometimes like to go and treat ourselves. Going to the movies or going out for dinner. Those tend to be the things that we like to do as a couple. I'm gonna go see Grandma. Currently, my son is being babysat by my parents. My mother will watch him Sunday night through Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday, we drop him off to my father's.
It sucks.
If I had to put him in daycare, it would be probably a financial disaster for Jermaine and I. It's a constant stress to think how we're gonna handle the next week, the next month, the next year. It's very disheartening.
This month, I'll help this couple move from red to black. I've been solving money problems for over 20 years, tackling everything from high finance to low income. I help people understand money and debt, which is still a huge mystery for most folks. And it's the #1 reason couples split up. So now I'm making house calls. Paula and Jermaine are trapped in a vicious cycle. Too broke for daycare, they ship their son off and then shop to fill the hole left by his absence. It's costing them big time. Their expanding debt has left this family feeling lost, desperate, and broken. They need a way out. Hi, you're Vaz-Oxlade.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Paula.
to meet you too.
Hi, nice to meet you, I'm Jermaine.
Nice to meet you, Jermaine. If you don't mind, what I'd like to do is just drop my bag and have a quick look around.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. You have a lot of stuff jammed in here.
Yeah.
It's very crowded.
Even your accessories have jewelry.
A little
You
bit.
just love stuff dangling off other stuff. Yeah, okay. So I can practically stand and touch all your walls at the same time in this kitchen. Is that why you don't do any cooking in this house?
You got it.
Hey, who likes toys?
I have a bigger child. His name is Jermaine.
It's almost up to the ceiling. You feel crammed. This feels squeezed. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can't convince me these are all baby clothes.
Busted.
I wonder whose jewelry I've been into.
Very nice.
This one yours?
Yeah.
Okay, put it on. Whose is this?
It's
Jermaine's.
mine.
Jermaine's. And whose is this?
Jermaine.
Jermaine's. I bet you half the things you buy when Marcus isn't here.
That's true.
You are substituting shopping for parenting Marcus. This is ludicrous. Like this. Tell me why you're doing this.
Because we don't have enough money to put.
You people make $140,000 a year. So when will you have enough money to keep your children at home? You have created for yourself a half-life. A half-life as parents, a half-life as a couple, and you are substituting the buying of stuff for the life you should actually be having.
For sure.
So the next thing I'm going to do is show you the mistakes you've been making. Shop, 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 shop. It's frightening how much money you spend every single month on crapola. Here's your jewelry line. Here's your drugstore. Here's your restaurant. Clothes. Are you people crazy? You want to know why you have no money? Because you keep spending it all. Almost $1,800 a month to stuff that is doing nothing for your lives. But wait, as if spending 25% of your money on crap isn't bad enough, you're also spending a whopping $1,000 every single month in cash. And I'll bet you that's going to restaurants and entertainment. So it adds up to almost $3,000 a month on garbage. Wait till you see what I have for you next. This one is gonna blow your mind. This is your debt. You have 9 forms of credit on which you are paying over 20% interest. Who goes out and gets a consolidation loan and pays 33%? Do you understand the concept of a consolidation loan? Come down to this credit card with me. $3,800 on this credit card, and you're paying 23.5% interest, and your payment is only $100 a month. You end up paying $3,200 on that. So your $3,800 purchase cost you $3,200 in interest.
Oh my God.
Every little thing you bought, you paid twice for. You paid once at the store and once in interest. The bottom line is, even though you net $7,000 a month, you're still managing to spend $1,000 a month more than you make. And if you stay on this track, in 5 years, you will owe $130,000. That's without a home. That's with nothing to show for it. Baubles and watches.
Not good.
Promise me that you will do anything I ask.
Yeah.
How about you?
You have my commitment. I'll do anything you say.
Okay, then over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do the challenges to my satisfaction and show the right attitude.
Okay.
And I will give you up to $5,000 to help you pay down this debt. Okay, don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. Over the next 4 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to cut your costs, your spending. We're going to get your debt costs in line as well. And we're going to get you working together on a common goal. And that goal is going to enrich your lives.
Great.
Okay, so the very next thing you're going to do is get me your debit cards and your credit cards, because you're also going to learn to live on cash.
Okay.
So go get me your debit cards and credit cards right now. Coming up, I put Paula and Jermaine through their first drill.
Our bling bling.
Bling, bling,
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Paula and Jermaine make good money, but their priorities are wacky.
We definitely love the spa life. We like to go every 2 weeks.
Weekly shopping sprees and killer interest rates have left them $42,000 in debt, and they have no clue how to get out of the hole.
When it comes to money or anything like that, it's like another language to me.
Who pays 33% on a consolidation loan? If they want to get out of their cramped apartment and build a life with their son, they'll need to follow my rules. For the next month, this couple will learn to live on a strict cash budget. No more credit cards. They'll complete weekly challenges to tackle their money and relationship issues. And if they're willing to change, I'll reward them with thousands of dollars. No changes, no money. Give me those cards. These, I have a very special plan for. One chain, all your credit cards. You're both equally at fault. And over the next 4 weeks, you have to share the burden of carrying the debt around with you. So, very lovely. It's lovely. It goes nicely with the shirt.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I am going to cut your variable spending by 57% from $3,800 to about $1,700. Okay, and this is how it plays out. You will have $125 a week for food. If you go out for dinner twice, you will have no money for the rest of the week.
Hungry, you can't do that.
Your transportation will be just over $93 a week. Your entertainment will be $120 $24. If you decide to go out for dinner and that's your entertainment, then feel free.
Okay.
Your clothing and gifts, $50 a week. And finally, you will have $25 a week for other, which includes the dogs. Are you ready for your first challenge?
Yeah.
It's your debt reduction challenge, and you're gonna come and meet me somewhere else because we're getting out of this cramped space.
Damn, I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now.
So one of the things that you are having problems with is seeing the impact of what you're spending. Oh, here's some food for you.
Thank you.
Part of this whole challenge is an object lesson in seeing where your money's going. This food isn't just for show, you have to eat it. How much do you spend a month in restaurants?
$200, $250?
I'm guesstimating closer to $400 a month. And so you will see $400 worth of food come out here.
Oh my God.
Can you believe you eat the equivalent of this every single month?
No, this definitely puts it in perspective.
But it's a two-part challenge. The next part of your debt reduction challenge is for you to get in touch with all of your creditors and negotiate your interest rates down, or go to a financial institution where you get a real consolidation loan
Okay.
and bundle all your debt into one loan with one fixed payment.
Okay.
You're gonna have to rethink markets too.
Yeah.
I don't tell people to raise their children, but you're acting like empty nesters for half your week every week. This is not what young families do. And so you need to rethink what you're doing with markets and decide if that's what you actually want to do. Keep plowing through it. I know you're going to learn the lesson.
When you think about spending this kind of money on all this food, you feel like a doofus because you just don't, realize what you're doing. You're just spending your money frivolously, I guess you would say.
I'm looking forward to going to visit some banking institutions to see what they can do to help us, or even calling on the phone to see what we can do with some of the creditors.
How has the week been?
Good. Challenging, but very good. We've learned a lot. Contacting all of our credit cards, and one of them dropped the interest rate, which was great.
Right.
A couple of them said no.
One way to deal with high credit card debt is to apply for a new credit card with a low introductory interest rate. Then transfer all your balances. Because you're paying less interest, that means more of your payment is going to pay off your principal so you can get out of debt faster.
And we have other options too. We're going to try to go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Spending, yeah.
I brought you here today because I want to show you what living in a house can feel like. So this is a nice model home.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
I like it a lot.
Your entire apartment would fit in the kitchen.
You're killing me.
And now we come to your next challenge. This week's challenge is a future plan challenge. You are stuck in a little tiny apartment. You're going to go and look at homes.
Okay.
You're going to come up with a decision in terms of what your home would be.
Okay.
You're going to find out about what it would take to qualify to buy a home. How much home can you afford? Where can you afford to live?
Okay.
So how badly do you want
I want it
a home?
Badly.
Okay, so then make it happen. Don't take the bling off this week. Can Paula and Jermaine keep up with the pace of my next challenge? Happy, happy, happy.
Happy until we find out what we got to do next.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Paula and Jermaine have been married for 4 years and have managed to rack up $42,000 in debt. Are you insane? Meanwhile, their toddler son is being shipped off to family members for half the week because Paula and Jermaine don't think they can afford daycare. So you don't see him from Sunday night till Wednesday night. It's weird. You've had 6 years to build a network together. You haven't been so successful at that. I'll give them up to $5,000 to pay down their debt if they complete all my challenges so they can start a life together as a family.
First-time home buyers?
Yes, we are.
Which one was the one that you were looking at?
This one here.
How much money would you put down on something like this?
That I don't know. That's why I really don't know.
Before you start shopping for a home, it's a good idea to get pre-approved for a mortgage. The bank will consider the amount of your down payment, the total of any other debt you're carrying, and what your annual income is. Then they'll decide how much mortgage you can afford.
My opinion, I'd rather go with a new home.
I'm a little bit more towards the older homes, closer to the city.
I'm going to leave you with this. You take a look around, see what you think, and then get back to me.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Everything's nice on paper, but if we could actually walk through and get a feel of the house, that would be great. Yes, I like older homes, but I'm not gonna be, unreasonable.
To me, I guess you have to go where your money goes. You can't go where you want to go. I guess your money dictates where you can go.
Okay, so did you find a house that you liked?
We saw some very nice possibilities.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You're just happy to be getting out of that apartment, right?
That's it.
So how do you know it's in your budget? Did you go and check with someone?
We have spoken to a couple of mortgage specialists that can help us.
Now, while you were in with those people, did you think about consolidating your debt?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes!
We went that route first before we even talked about the mortgage. We talked
Okay.
about the debt, and the gentleman that we spoke to mentioned that if we can consolidate with him and work on the mortgage with him, he can give us even a better interest rate.
Fabulous.
So we're on it, gal. We're on it.
So this week's challenge is your relationship rescue challenge. Your relationship needs rescuing, and it needs rescuing from boredom.
Oh, yay.
Okay? So if you want to build a life together, you have to find a way to knit yourselves together with friends. So, be right back.
Oh. Nervous?
You're going dragon boating. So that's when you get on a boat with 20 other people, and you row to race. The great thing about it is that it's a social group. You get to know new people, and you get to do things other than just the paddling.
Yeah, but I don't like that kind of water. I like the swimming pool water.
You don't have to do the challenge if you're prepared to give up the money.
No, I'm not. You're gonna do the challenge. Suck it up. The point of this challenge for Jermaine and I is to get involved in something together. Him and I really need to kind of work together and do something as a couple and create a new circle of friends.
Who's the boat? We're the boat! Who's the boat? We're the boat! Who's the boat? We're the boat! Get those legs in the air. And if you can, get your knees really high. Put your hands up in the air and let's start doing some jumping jacks. Come on, Jermaine. Hey. Guys, grab your equipment, grab your life jackets, and we're gonna hit the water.
Oh, my shoes are wet already. Damn.
Ow! Okay, we're gonna work in groups of twos now. Keep that 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, top arm. Okay, let's shoot for 11K in 3, 2, 1, now! Relax in the air. Relax in the air. Pull that water, that's it. Pull that water. Good job, guys.
You did very well, man. You know, you really kept that style, that form. You know what? You got to teach him how to paddle properly next time.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Good workout, I guess.
Did you do it again?
Yeah.
Before I give you this, I have to tell you I have some bad news and I have some good news. I give Paula and Jermaine the straight goods. Next.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Paula and Jermaine were spending all their money on Bling, and they needed to put a stop to their self-indulgent lifestyle. You're still managing to spend $1,000 a month more than you make. You're gonna have to rethink Marcus too.
It's not the ideal setup for sure, but for now, it'll allow us hopefully to start saving some money.
I got them to consolidate their debt, lower their interest rates, and start saving towards a home of their own. If you cannot get the consolidation loan, then one of the other options is to apply for yet another credit card with an introductory low rate. With $5,000 at stake, they needed to get on board with my last challenge. Ticking me out, turn around. How was it, Mr. Scaredy Cat? Don't like water.
It was hard.
It was hard.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Did you see how much fun they have together?
They have a lot of fun.
What progress have we made in terms of home shopping / mortgage / debt consolidation?
In 3 months, they feel very confident that they can give us a mortgage.
Rock on!
At a good rate, which is excellent. So we're really excited about
Fabulous. How did you find living on the jars?
We loved it.
No, she loved it. Did you love it too?
Yeah, it was just hard for me because sometimes I leave the house and I forget I didn't have no money.
But that means he didn't spend,
Yeah,
so that was
no money, no spending. Very easy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, when I got here, you were making $140,000 a year. Had nothing to show for it.
Right.
You were actually spending $1,000 a month more than you made.
Yes.
And you were headed to $130,000 worth of debt.
That was scary.
Right? It was scary. We put aside $2,000 a month in your budget for debt repayment, and if you follow my plan, in a year you will have 11 creditors completely paid off.
Yay.
And in 2 years you will be debt-free.
That'd be nice.
Oh my God, that would be a dream.
Did you ever imagine you'd be debt-free in 2 years?
No.
We set aside $700 a month to save for a home,
Right.
$100 for emergencies, and $300 for long-term savings. And then you bump your retirement savings up in 2 years to $1,300. By the time you're ready to retire in 35 years, you will have just under $3 million.
I can finally get that Ferrari.
So this month, we got your costs in line. We got you in a debt repayment program that's going to work. And we got you working together on a common goal of buying a home and of building a social network, right?
This is gonna make it better like my son, for sure.
And that will keep us motivated.
Before I give you this, I have to tell you I have some bad news and I have some good news. The bad news is I have to leave.
Oh.
The good news is I have $5,000 for you.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. I have for you cooking lessons.
This is awesome.
You're
Thank you so
very
much,
welcome.
Dale. Look at all the great meals you're gonna make for me.
That's right.
We definitely could not have done this on our own.
Money, money, money,